Okay, welcome you all to 10 minutes GK program. So here we are discussing number of MCQs for the upcoming IAS, KAS and other PSC exams for 2020-21. So this is the first class. First question, Global Hand Washing Day. So which one of the following date is Global Hand Washing Day? Four options are given: August 12, September 6, October 15, November 20. Okay, answer is September 6. See, Global Hand Washing Day. This question is very important because due to our corona time, hand washing is the most important act we need to practice for protecting ourselves from this coronavirus. September 6. Next question. Consider the following statement. So here two statements are given. Then there is a choosing question. Which one of the statements given above is correct, is or are correct? So you need to choose the correct statement. It is not about the incorrect. So whenever you see the correct statement, give the tick. If the question is asked about incorrect, so whenever you see the incorrect one, give an incorrect into. Practice that for efficient mistakeless exam preparation and attempting. Okay, let's read the question. First option. The ICTA system as a means of tax farming was later developed into Mansabdari system under the Mughals with no major change. It is a wrong statement. Unlike feudalism in the West, Ikta holders didn't have absolute control over the land. Unlike feudalism in the West, Ikta holders didn't have absolute control over the land. That is true. Let's analyze the question. So first statement says about the Mansabdari system and the Ikta system. Mansabdari system, we all know it was introduced by Akbar. The term Mansab indicated rank. Okay, the different military rank is mansabs. So the mansabdar were appointed to different civil or military posts. Mansabdars were required to maintain a minimum number of horsemen and the cavalrymen that we know. Mansabs who were paid in cash, they are called as Nagdis, and those paid the land are known as Jagirs. So you might have heard Jagirdars. So Jagirdars. So Jagirs means who are paid land, who are paid money are called Nagdi. Okay. Now comes to the Ikta system. The Ikta system, in the Ikta system, one part of land belonged to the Sultan and the other part belonged to the Mukti. Okay, in the Jagirdari system, the entire land belonged to the empire. Okay, but at the same time, Ikta, only one part belonged to the empire, one part to the Muktis. Okay, so the first statement is wrong. Second statement. So feudalism was a socio-political system in Europe, we know, and it is based on land tenure given by the lord to vassals. Vassals means the farmers or the landholders, tenants in our language. So it is derived from the word feud, which means conditional ownership of the land. So conditional ownership only it is there. So land became the source of power. So there was no central authority, resulting in little political unity in feudalism in European countries. So the feudal lord in the West had complete control over the land. But whereas the Ikta holders, Ikta system Muktis did not have absolute control over his Iktas, his or her Iktas. So the answer is B, 2 only is correct. Okay. Third question. Cheapest vegetarian thali in India. So where do you get the cheapest vegetarian thali? So this is as per the economic survey 2019-20. As per the economic survey 2090, they have actually listed the countries, listed the different states and commented on which state we will get the cheapest vegetarian thali. Do you have any idea? Four options are there: Punjab, Jharkhand, UP, Bihar. Any idea? Jharkhand is the answer. Jharkhand, you will get the cheapest vegetarian thali as per the economic survey 2019-20. Fourth question. Okay. So with reference to privy purse in independent India, which one of the following statement is incorrect? So you need to choose the wrong statement related with the privy purse. So it is very unique question, and you might have seen similar questions in different time in different exams. So privy purse, it was the payment made to royal families, we know, in accordance with the agreement that they were willing to give up if they were willing to give up their ruling powers and get integrated with the nation state of India. During our integration time, actually, we made many agreements with the different princely states. The amount of privy purse, it was based on several factors, we know, and it ranged from few thousand rupees to lakhs of rupees also. So the privy purse was a constitutional purse provision was there in the constitution. We all know it is in there. It was there in Article 291 of the constitution, which guaranteed actually a tax-free amount payable to these erstwhile rulers, earlier rulers, because they actually given away their right over that land and to the unity of India. So the 26th constitutional amendment during Indira Gandhi time, 26th Constitutional Amendment 1971 abolished this privy purse in India. So there are four options given. First one says about the privy purse was a tax-free amount guaranteed to former princely rulers. This is correct. It was equally fixed for all erstwhile princely states. No, it is wrong. Entitlement to the privy purse was a constitutional right. Yes, it was. The successor of the rulers were also entitled to privy purse. Yes, it is. Answer is B. Okay, so next question. Which of the following statement is incorrect regarding to the Gulf of Guinea? So Gulf of Guinea, you might have all know in area of African region. So in African continent, you can see the Gulf of Guinea. Gulf of Guinea related which point is wrong? Let's see. So it is characterized by the intersection of equator and prime meridian. Have you seen this fact anywhere? Gulf of Guinea, it is true only. It is characterized by the intersection of equator and the prime meridian, and it is the world's most pirate infested sea. It is true, it is the world's most pirate infested sea. So infested sea, actually there is an issue like a say pirates activity. We know African continent areas are very much actually active in this kind of pirates activity. But the thing is that Atlantic Ocean, we know Atlantic Ocean, in among the most of the trade happening in the world through the sea, Atlantic Ocean is very important sea route. So there this pirate activity is so high. So that's option also right only. It has Ethiopia as one of these basin countries. It is wrong. So the incorrect statement is C. We will see the map. So in the map you can see that there is no Ethiopia nearby. So these are the actually the basin countries of Gulf of Guinea. So you can see Nigeria there, Cameroon there, Gabon there, Angola there, Democratic Republic of Congo and all. So Ethiopia is not there, that's we know. Sixth question. 11th session of Petersburg Climate Dialogue at. So recently 11th session of Petersburg Climate Dialogue happened. Do you have any idea where it is? France, India, Germany, Australia. Germany. Seventh question. Consider the following statement about the Charter Act during British India. So related to the Charter Act, three statements given. So you need to choose the correct statement. So the Charter Act of 1793 provided that the administrative expense of Board of Control were now charged to the company. Yes, it is true. Administrative expense of the Board of Control now going to be borne by the company. Okay, next one. Second statement. The Charter Act of 1813 introduced portfolio based administration in the Governor General's Executive Council. So that is a wrong statement, you know. Portfolio that is introduced when? After 1860 or exactly 1861 only that was introduced. You must be aware about that. 1861 time only. So that statement is wrong. Charter Act of 1833 resulted in the legislative centralization in India. Actually, Charter Act of 1833 gives us the highest form of centralization in Indian administration. Okay, centralization became its top by Charter Act of 1833. So statement 3 also right. So 1 and 3 is correct. Answer is A. Eighth question. World Water Development Report published by. So these reports are very important for any PSC exam and civil service exam. Water Development report published by who? Is it UNEP or Global War Intelligence or UN Water or International Water Association? Any idea? Yes, C. UN Water is the answer.